What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. We're going to be talking all things SummerSlam and all the drama, everything going on. Coming up next on WWT Live. Keep it locked.
Howdy, folks. This is Willow Nightingale, and you are watching Women's Wrestling Talk.
I would love to wrestle with somebody.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zero.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
What up, y'all? TK Trinidad here for WWT Live. It's going to be an interesting show. We got a full house. Today, we're going to be talking about SummerSlam because SummerSlam was quite interesting. Some unexpected things I didn't expect, but apparently this gentleman knew it was going to happen. The professor himself is in the building. Oh, let's play that video. Let's run it back.
Go forward. Go forward. Go forward.
What up, Professor?
You know, I actually did not miss that video at all.
Wow.
I didn't miss that one at all. But welcome back, TK. And a big happy birthday to you. It was your birthday over the weekend, so we've got to celebrate the boss lady. Did you enjoy your birthday?
I did, and it's my birth season. And I've
season.
officially decided, because it usually ends around now, but I've officially decided that I'm going to extend it until the end of the month. So
you know what? Celebrate as long as you would like. I mean, there's so much going on in the world right now. We celebrate life for as long as you want. Every day is your birthday. How about that?
There you go. And also, too, I'm just so tickled with this video. So y'all, and I usually don't do this, but y'all go to my social media. I just posted this birthday video. It's not even about the video. It's the song. It's the song that just, I encourage you all who love birthdays as much as I love birthdays to take that audio and put it with your birthday because it's everything.
Savage.
Just
savage.
Also he is back. He's been all over the world and 50 places. Jason, what's good?
Hey guys, happy birthday, TK. I too am a birthday person. I'm a big believer that every birthday should be as big as possible because, not to bring down the crowd, you never know if you're going to have another one. Do it big, do it like the boss, like TK. Happy birthday.
There it is. And, you know, it wouldn't be an official, I guess we're kind of making it into a slight birthday episode and comeback episode because it has been a couple of weeks. It wouldn't be official unless we had an official council member in there. The councilman Pharaoh's in the building. How are you doing?
Acknowledge your tribal chief.
Oh, wait.
Acknowledge your tribal chief. And I'm going to be the one to break, to give the bearer bad news. Don't nobody care about your birthdays. The tribal chief is back.
Hater.
All is right with the
oh boy, here we go.
It's back. Happy birthday though. Real TK.
Sounds like it sounds like the councilman gets socks and underwear every year for his birthday. That's why he's being pissy and a hater.
Damn.
You know what? I also be forgetting my birthday. It's not till my mom. I'd be like, oh yeah, it is my birthday.
Wow. How do you forget your birthday?
Man, I'll be busy. I don't be remember. So that lets me not remember no one else's birthday. Because after you say that,
you're one of those people.
Yeah, I just be busy. But I'm celebrating it now. I'm not at a season yet like you, but I'm starting to celebrate, especially now that our tribal chief is back. He wouldn't want me to not celebrate my birthday now that he is back.
Okay, so
You see, TK, you have no idea the foolishness I've been dealing with.
I have no idea.
No.
So
It's been fun. It's been very fun. Trust me.
We are a great chaotic ride here.
Yes, we are.
And I can't wait for the other half, my tag team partner, to come in.
Yeah.
Oh, because we own the day.
Okay. Well, shout out to Bosa. Councilman is filled with the Holy Spirit. Still 40 hours later. If Honey were here, it would just be as bad. Okay. Well,
well,
all right,
funny you should say that.
And you should say that. She is making her way. Shout out to Isaac, cousin Ron, Anthony, All-Star Fandom, Matt. Everybody's in the building. But while we're waiting for Honey to get situated, special little nobodies, let's hit this first story. I'm really
she might be situated. It might just be waiting to turn the camera on, but that's another story. This is what I know about Honey.
I know she'll be doing surprises, so we'll wait till she turns the camera on. Or maybe wait, should I put on the camera and then she's turning it on?
It's a thing. It's a thing. Trust me.
Say her name and she appears.
That's how it goes.
Oh, okay.
That's how it goes.
In that case, we'll put Honey on the camera.
I'm just preparing myself
to pop on.
Myself.
So yeah.
WWT Universe.
What did I tell you? I know her.
Acknowledge me.
I know my people.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge your tribal chief, the OTC, Honey Reigns, is in the building. Acknowledge me.
I acknowledge my tag team partner.
That's awesome.
TK, I tried to tell you.
I tried to tell you, Professor. I tried to tell all of you. Solo Sikoa is not my tribal chief. He is not the tribal chief. I am the tribal chief. Roman Reigns has returned. He is the tribal chief, and we will acknowledge him and not this Timu bloodline. He is back to restore order. We will acknowledge our tribal.
You know the whole arm done too?
Man, listen, I just got this brand new ink. This is within like 10 minutes.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. This is great. This is great.
But
I love it.
I told you, let's go, guys. Let's go.
I love it.
What's up, y'all?
I love it. I love it.
I guess I missed a lot. Okay.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, before we hit into this SummerSlam, break down the SummerSlam, because we didn't have a post show, so I figured we can kind of talk about it clearly because a lot of stuff happened. Let's talk about the tribal chief and all the things that he has done just this past weekend. So who wants to talk about it?
I was actually there, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I really felt like if Solo won, Roman was going to return. If Cody won, The Rock was going to show up. So the timing that he made his appearance was perfect. Both guys were down. There was going to be any interruption. The music, it was a newer version of his theme song, because on the screens in the stadium, all you saw was head of the table. And there was a little bit of
Jason, slow it down for me. Give me the deets. I'm fighting these urges, brother.
Yeah, it was just a new version of the theme song. You heard the pop, it went nuts. And at that point for me, like after the Bayley Nia match, which was great, it kind of was going on a downward slope from there. Like,
I'm gonna fight all these urges, my brother.
It just felt like the crowd was not into it as much. So, Roman coming back, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And I'm so glad he's back. Now, of course, we don't know what his deal is. Is he cool with Cody? Is he not cool with Cody? We know he punched out Solo for being a fake. But the graphic you had up, TK, that title belt that went up on WWE Shop, I'm not going to lie. I almost pulled the trigger, but I'm kind of looking at a PS5 as well. So, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I haven't done anything yet, but I keep looking at that belt. I don't love the new shirt. I don't. But, it is what it is there. But him coming back, perfection.
Well, let me just say this. Your decision to hesitate on the belt, there may not be another opportunity because the belt sold out in 1 hour.
Oh, come on.
Sold out. There were exactly 1,316 of them made, and they were designed for every day of his title reign. They each cost $600, and they were gone within an hour. It is believed that Roman Reigns generated, count the money, $800,000 of revenue within 2 hours of his return to WWE.
And the Dirt Sheets are he bought 4 of them.
Well, hey, I'm sorry. I wish you had gotten it. To the 1,316 people that did, we acknowledge.
TK, can you get us a belt?
I mean, I can call around. I mean, I'm sure everything is.
He's got the connect. I'm sure.
I know. That's all. I know you know that knows someone that knows somebody else that's down the street that know how to get this belt.
Yeah, but I tell you what, it's not going to be 600 anymore. It's probably the because I'm sure there are people who bought 2 or 3 because it wasn't that many, and now the resale value is going to be crazy. So
there's no price I won't pay for my tribal chief.
Whoa.
Past 800. Past 800. 800. I'm about to start questioning my tribal chief. Jason, I got a question though. Was there anything else after the cameras went off? Like anything they didn't show that made importance?
No. The thing that made us laugh the most was as people were leaving the stadium, because I'm one of those guys. I don't try to get up in the crowd. I just sit and wait and wait. They played Kingdom 7 times in a row while they were waiting for people to clear out. Maybe that was their, like 2 or 3 times. It's cool. But like after like the 5th or 6th, maybe they're going to start trying to get people out that way. But nothing really after the camera. Cody did what Cody did. He comes out, he, walks around, takes pictures, shakes hands, autographs, stuff like that. But nothing storyline related for after the camera.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's dive into SummerSlam then. Are there any matches that you want to lead with?
Well, we probably should start from the beginning. The Women's World Title match.
We might as
Rhea
well.
Ripley taking on Liv Morgan. Now, TK, before we went on the air, you had some thoughts, and I would like for you to share them as you shared them with me and see.
Yes. Yes. For you, those who, yes, and also happy birthday to Nikita Lyons.
Yes, it is. It is Nikita's birthday.
Eric,
Queen of.
So yeah. So I've been just running and gunning. This summer has been absolutely crazy. So I've been catching up on wrestling, but I've been multitasking. So I guess I missed the social cues because I was shocked because I'm like, I feel like one of my sub-favorite movies, it's not like my favorite movies, but I always reference this, The Usual Suspects, where it's like, I feel like they should do a video of all the times Liv and Dom were talking in the background. And, they were doing things in the background to lead up to this, deception, this deceit that happened. But Professor's telling me he saw all the cues and he wasn't surprised at all. So I guess I missed it while I was, in front of my 5 screens doing
the beauty of multitasking and 7,000 businesses and the like. But I think to me, this is what was cool about this. I think a lot of us saw this turn with Dom coming. We saw it coming from a mile away. Mm-hmm. Yet when he did it, it still made my jaw drop like I wasn't expecting it. That to me is the sign that these people are truly doing the Lord's work. It is amazing what they have been able to do with this story. And of course, Liv Morgan retains the championship. I believe on our prediction show, we all kind of went down that route of Liv predicting or Liv winning. But it's this idea of the way Dom did it. And I mean, it was almost to the point where you weren't sure if Dom was going to do it by the end because he was so, non-committal in the way that he did that. But Yeah, Dom, not to be confused with Florida Evans. Yeah. If you know, you know.
I was like, yeah. I was like, nice one, Professor.
Thank you.
All I know is now Dominic need to drop a mixtape with Metro Boomin before Bad Blood comes out, because this man is a menace. This is
just when you thought the kid couldn't have enough heat, they just pour gasoline all over the whole damn. Like I was like Professor said, it was still a shock, even though it was kind of almost expected. Like I probably would have thought that this could have happened too, but I didn't go with it at first. But when it actually happened, I was like, oh, okay, we are going there. And they went in for the kiss, and it wasn't no, Hitch movie moment where it was like, you come 90, I come 10. They just went for it. And I was like, well, okay, now.
We've been here before. This is not new. This is
but it was Liv initiating, and Dom resisting. Resistance was futile at this point. Mm-hmm.
So this leads me to another life lesson, TK life lesson. Here's the thing. Is this
a life lesson or a bad analogy? We're about to find out. Carry on, TK.
Wow, no love on the. This is.
Oh no! I don't know. I'm getting a womp.
They got Professor the womp. No way.
A womp.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna treat somebody so poorly, because here's the thing, mommy always wants to be on top, but when you're always on top, the person at the bottom might not always want to be on the bottom, and so therefore they're going to want to be on top too. And if you're not willing to share, then they're going to go somewhere else.
There were movies made like this. Just to know, there's a lot of movies that taught us about this. When
I warned y'all, I got a womp for warning you guys for exactly what was going to happen.
No. She was getting there. She was getting there. She was like, look, what she's saying is you can only be submissive for so long. And you never really had Rhea give Dom anything to make him feel like a man. He was always the boy toy. You have her gone 3 months. Liv is putting you on this pedestal,
buying you nuggets and buying you PS5s and video games.
Yeah, finally got you a pops. Like,
you helped your friends get the bag too. Like,
listen, I'm not. Hey,
this is, and you can get further for my folks who are in relationships. This is a life lesson. You can't be just treating your partner anyhow, because there's somebody who's going to want to buy them things, say nice things, all that stuff, and you're going to look up, they gone.
Now, TK,
just saying,
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at one of the comments.
No. I'm not mad at that. I'm not.
I think it's a fantastic analogy.
It is. It was a great analogy.
But it's the whole on because but I'm only gonna say this one time. I'm not saying it no more. There are some people who aren't necessarily fans of being on top.
Yeah, but just because you're not a fan of being on top doesn't mean that the person wants to be at the bottom all the time. So therefore, you have to let the person who doesn't want to be on the bottom all the time, let them be on top once in a while. Maybe they just need once in a while and they're fine.
Well, should they express that? Did Dom express this to mommy?
I'm sure he did when he tried to protect her, and she's like, "No, you're mine." And then he was like,
"No, he was trying to get back in her good graces."
Yeah, no. Now that I think about, the writing was all on the wall. And now for my folks, there is the life lessons that need to be learned, and you take those life lessons. And this situation has saved your relationship.
Yes, and lesson learned in the mayor's point. Buy your man a PS5.
Exactly.
Grand Theft Auto.
That's the lesson in all of this, folks.
That's the lesson.
Is it really coming out, Councilman? Because I still don't think it's ever coming out.
They on strike now, so I don't know. Like all the animators and video game people on strike. I don't know who gets.
Yeah, I don't see it coming. Maybe 2030.
Probably.
Damn.
It's like a Dre album right now. They say it's coming, but
wow.
Yeah.
There it
But
is. So
that match was crazy though.
Oh, but can we talk about the dislocated shoulder though?
Oh yeah.
That was that. Listen, I can't. That was a fit. How crazy it was, like a Finn Balor moment for Rhea Ripley.
Now, Jason, you was out there. You was out there. Was that real, or was Rhea just a great actor?
You know, I mean, it looked real. I watched it when I got home yesterday because I wanted to see it, and like, it didn't look normal. I mean, unless she can like, because I think Alexa Bliss can like bend her elbow the other way.
Jointed, but that's a different kind of thing.
But like, what's interesting is because I really don't know if it was real or not, and I'm okay with that. But my wife watched it, and she was like, "Oh, like she lost," and she goes, "Oh my god, what is that? Are they going to stop it?" I'm like, "Just watch, just watch." So I don't know. She is tough, regardless. Super strong, like, strong as hell, and just mentally strong. Because if that's a real thing, and that the way she was able to put it back, I think 3 times it came out.
Yeah.
So you could see something was up, and but like I said, watching it again, I'm just gonna say it was real. All 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like part of me wants to say it's real, but I feel like if it wasn't real, or if it was real, then they would have like forget Rhea's feelings just on a level of protecting your athletes. Like, say she dislocated and now she's out for a long time. It's now recorded that she told them to stop and they didn't stop. Like, they had free will. Like, you have free will to stop, because all athletes want to keep on going, right? It's up to the organization to stop the athlete, because if they injure themselves to the point of return, then you've now lost your investment just on a business front. So when I'm looking at it from that side, I'm like, they had to stop it. But I feel like,
I would also say historically in pro wrestling, they've not done that. You know, people have literally, I mean, Triple H finished a match with a torn quad in the same WWE. Okay. Stone Cold's neck was broken in SummerSlam, and he finished the match.
When was that?
When was that? That was 97, 98.
That's my point. We're now in
Triple H was
with investors and more people to answer to.
Okay, well then if you want updated, John Cena when he fought Batista and he messed his neck up during SummerSlam. He still
or even Finn Balor with
CM Punk.
Buckle bomb.
CM Punk at the top of the year, okay, in the Royal Rumble, dislocated his elbow or shoulder and finished the match. So I mean, it depends really on the severity of the injury and whether or not the person can continue. The crazy part is you often figure out as athletes how to either work through pain or make whatever adjustments you need to make. And that's a very real thing. And so I think what can be hard sometimes is, you know, for those of us who have never had that happen, it would take us out. I think there's no question about that.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what's difficult in trying, you know, for people to make the comparison. We don't know how many other times she's had to make this adjustment, you know, since this injury has happened. So I think, again, it's one of those things where I'm not going to argue whether it was real or not, because I know for me, I wouldn't have the ability to do it, but that's because it's never happened to me before.
Do we think Rhea has earned a level of like it was up to her? Whereas if it was somebody like Tozawa, they would have shut it down. Like, do you think maybe if because of Rhea's level in the pecking order of WWE was her call, not necessarily the referee's call or someone in the back?
I can see that. I could definitely see that. She is at that caliber now.
It wouldn't surprise me.
If it were real, the level of passion that she said, like, don't stop it. Because maybe the referee whispered in her ear saying, like, we're going to, and she, like, you literally saw her yell into the camera. Nobody can miss it. So maybe that was like the call, like, all right, well, she's got it. Like, she knows her body type situation. So that could be it too. But I understand it's happened in the past, but with all the more when you have more people to answer to, there's just more. There's just more. There's a level of checks and balances that the fun or the access to Rhea saying I'm going to continue doing it, and now Triple H or The Rock or whoever has these 20 people now to answer to as far as why this happened type situation. If it were real, and if it weren't, even if it were not real, she did an amazing job. Because if it wasn't real, shit, like that was acting on a whole nother. That was Oscar-worthy acting.
I would also say this is the same company that employs the UFC. So so they don't stop it for things of that nature. You have to be knocked out.
And to be fair, they work their injuries, because I think Rhea was also injured when she faced Becky at WrestleMania. And then they had to write it out because her arm was already injured, and she still went through with the match.
I mean, look at Seth leading up to Mania. He had his issues. And they made a storyline.
Yeah.
So
either way, that match was a damn good start. That was only the beginning.
Yeah, that was
crazy, because when the match was over, I already felt spent. I'm like, oh my God, we have like 6 other matches to go.
Yeah, I think they got 16 minutes for that.
So which is great. And it made Liv thrive. It really made Liv shine out.
She looked great too.
Amazing. She looked amazing.
So the next one was Bron Breakker versus Sami Zayn. So what did we think of that one?
Kind of knew that was going to happen. Kind of predicted. I kind of wasn't predicting it to be. I'm not going to sit here and say it was a squash, but it felt squashy because it was so short and so sudden that when it counted 3, when the ref counted 3, I was like, oh, okay, the match is over. But I felt like there could have been something else to be put as like a stipulation in this match, as far as like maybe like falls count anywhere or something like that, just to up the ante a bit. But overall, the match was great, and Bron Breakker, your new champ, your new Intercontinental champ, and him coming up from NXT so vastly and already getting a strap that was has been pretty prestigious for a long time. And usually when they give you that belt, it's like, okay, we see this guy definitely for us in the future. So he's on a very, very good list of other people that have held that belt too.
I saw Braun in NXT, and okay, it was cool. It was beginning of Bron Breakker, but seeing him now, the guy is so fast, and seeing that in person, I think it made sense for him to win now. Last month they were in Canada for Money in the Bank, so Sammy's from Canada. Maybe they didn't want to go down that route. And if you guys want to see something crazy, his Bron Breakker was on McAfee last week, and they were showing a lot of his college football highlights and his high school football highlights. This guy was a running back at Kennesaw State and broke several 80-yard runs for touchdowns. And then they flipped to his high school where he was a linebacker, just cutting guys in half. Like, if you want to see what this guy was like 10 years ago, he played for the Baltimore Ravens, but it didn't, really go well. He wanted to be a wrestler, and the sky's the limit for this guy. Like, I'm a big fan of Bron Breakker. And like I said, seeing him now, and I love the special camera shots he's getting, the overheads when he's running around the ring to lay someone out. It's amazing. So, a fun match. I really didn't know if it was going to go that way for him. I thought maybe they would let Sami keep going. So it wasn't as much of a, this is going to happen for me.
I just want to acknowledge Jacob DeLawrence, hashtag blame Jacob, for our NXT show, which is floundering because of him. I'm just going to blame it on Jacob. So if you want this show to continue, I suggest you guys tweet at Jacob.
Floundering. That's hilarious.
Floundering.
Wow. Yeah, Bron Breakker is just a special athlete. I mean, I think we just have to acknowledge this. And what's even more special is many would say, well, it's because of his pedigree. But he is just special. Like, I mean, you could argue that he is faster than his dad and his uncle. He just has incredible skill right now, and to be watching his ascent is incredible. The thing that was interesting to me about his NXT run is it was in NXT 2.0, And there you knew everybody was developmental. And so he was easily the best of that crew, but there was nobody that was really close to him in that crew. So really, the issue now is, all right, well, let's see what he can do in this space of the main roster. And I think athletically, this is where he's going to be really, really challenged, and it's good to see. So I'm excited for him. I think it's going to be fun to see what happens with this run in the Intercontinental Championship history.
Cousin Ron say, I think making this squashy was the right move.
Yeah, I agree. I
replayed them 5 minutes back time and time again. I went off. Watching Mick Foley Jr. get squashed like that. Woo! Jr. At first, I was tired from Liv, but that woke me up. I was like, "Yep, that's what I need." Because now Sami gonna come back with that fire and give me something different.
Also makes me I'll say that. No, I'll say that because I think I know where Sami may be targeted next.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just like how y'all said with Bron, y'all can say the pedigree. I know some people try to maybe say nepotism, but when he won, my first thought was this feels right in his hands. Like who has to go after him for the Intercontinental division is gonna be something insane that's gonna make everybody step up. And I was like, this division is in good hands. Like, no disrespect to Sami on that part. He did good as the, I won't call him transitional champion, but as his championship run. But like this one lets us know, like, hey, we're focusing on our mid division on both programs as we start to move to new platforms like SmackDown to USA and Raw to
Are you looking like this?
No, stop. No, you send me alone.
Oh my goodness. And I like to say things too about nepotism. There's nothing wrong with nepotism. At the end of the day, if you get a position based off of who your mother, father, aunt, uncle is, it's still up to you to do the job. Because if you're terrible, we've seen a lot of wrestlers, kids, and also kids of athletes try the sport of whoever their family is, and they either did great or they floundered. So like, yes, you have that opportunity, but it's still up to you to make it work. So bring on the nepotism. Shoot, I have no problem with that. When little professor starts doing all these things on the television at age 8, you can't hate him because his dad is amazing. So like, what are we talking about? No, start from the bottom, wait till you're 19. Collect the check, little professor. Collect the check. Just saying.
Interestingly enough, TK, there are, and I see some of the names in the chat, there are just as many names that have not done well that were second generation stars that got that opportunity. David Sammartino comes to mind. I think of David Flair. I think of Scott Putski. I mean, like there are a number of
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yeah, I mean, like the names are equally significant. So ultimately, your talent is going to your talent and your ability and your willingness to learn is what's going to secure your position in a specific space.
And it has to speak for itself.
Yeah. Especially now.
There it is. So we have Logan Paul and LA Knight.
I'm gonna hand this to Honey. I'm not even gonna.
Y'all already know. It's time to get this monkey out of here. We need to get this monkey off of our backs. We need to get him away from us. Logan Paul, bye-bye. We'll not miss you. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Take away the Prime logo. We don't need that monkey piss in a bottle. Thank you very much. We're tired of you taking titles and running off with them and only defending them twice. It's just BS. And we won't miss you. Shout outs to LA Knight.
Wow.
Yeah.
To me, that was the match of the night. I loved every bit of it.
That was a fun match.
It was fun. Go ahead, Honey.
I'm sorry. You know what? I will say one thing though, Logan Paul. That one maneuver That one maneuver you did, and I know we all know what maneuver I'm talking about. That jump off the top rope, the moonsault.
That was fire.
Yeah,
I give you that. But other than that, bye. Go ahead. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it was a fun match. I like the MGK tie-in. I thought that was fun. LA Knight beating the hell out of the Prime Boys and stuff. That's cool too. So it was just fun. And I think that LA Knight, he's obviously earned it. The guy's been around forever. I mean, when I lived in LA, I saw him in like small indies that like 40 people were there. And it's just like, and then everything the guy did is Eli Drake and the Facts of Life and the Dummy. Yeah, like he should have been doing that in WWE many years ago. But look, man, he's 41 years old right now. Let him just go. And I don't know if you guys are laughing at me or all the comments because I keep.
No, I'm laughing at Cindy-O. You had to be here. We'll explain.
All right, so
we'll explain. Yeah.
For me, a lot of people don't like Logan Paul, but I think he's good for business. Aside from what happened last week with the boxing stuff, if it makes dollars, it makes sense to WWE right now.
Yeah.
I've never seen Bosa, and I've known Bosa for a long time. I have never seen so much vitriol towards somebody from Bosa.
Boss lady, you got to see us on Friday nights when he was there Friday nights. It was even worse.
So wait, let's inform the boss lady because again, she's been away. She's missed a whole lot here. Was it Friday night that it really popped off? Was it Friday night when it popped off? Friday night, we're doing our prediction show. Seth is here. Somehow we end up in a Lola Vice conversation. Asuka's name is brought up. And if you think that what Boza just said was something, no. Cindy-O, who is always so nice and kind, sharing all the great information about Japanese wrestlers. Let me tell you how she ripped said a whole new one. We all were in complete shock. We could not believe it.
It was good stuff.
This is promo for you guys to go back and watch the Friday show if you missed it, because we can't even fully put into words all that. Cindy-O put our jaws on the floor. Do you hear me?
So was said quiet after that?
He was not. He actually was very upset. He was like, I feel like writing an article or something. I'm gonna be doing something.
That was it. He stopped talking after that. He stopped talking after.
He was like, that pissed me off. I was like, uh-oh.
Well, he brought it on himself. You shouldn't have brought up Asuka like that. And decided to come out.
Had the nerve to talk about that spinning back fist, knowing that the councilman perfected it in 13 seconds.
Got it.
Woo! Just trust me. Go back to Friday's show. It was incredible. It was incredible. So
well then.
But good riddance, Logan Paul. Bye.
Maybe that's why Seth is sick today. Maybe that's why he's not.
Well, I asked him, did Lola bring him some soup? He didn't. He chose not to answer. For some reason, I would think she would want to take care of her mayor of Vice City. Apparently not. Perry is very lawless in that city. The Pereziacs would never allow me to be sick and not check on me. I'm just throwing that out.
Wait. The who?
The Pereziacs.
I forgot. We have people watching here.
Pop Rock City. The Pereziacs of Pop Rock City.
She's missed it all. Yes. She's missed it all.
We've been going to Strattonville. We've been here with the Pereziacs because for some reason, Cedric, it was under the impression Lola Vice was going to beat Roxy Perez.
Yeah, I think he was the only one.
He really thought that. He was so ready. I saw much.
Boy.
He stepped down as mayor of Vice City.
He did
for like 2 weeks.
He did. He
decided he wanted to get reelected. That's what you get for posting that picture of Cedric. I ain't done with you. You and I are like Drew McIntyre and CM Punk right now. This is not.
Well then,
Oh
boy.
man. Well,
Well,
SummerSlam.
yes. In
Yeah,
defense of Logan Paul, because I know you guys hate him, I agree with Jason. He is really good for business, and also on a serious, not a serious note, but a respect note. Why I respect him. You guys should watch his documentary on Netflix, where it talks about him and his brother and how they, where they came from and stuff like that. On a business level, I see you're rolling your eyes at me, honey. It's okay. On a business level, I can see how he's good for business. On multiple fronts, like to be able to be a WWE superstar, get in the ring and kiss your own logo, like
That's cool.
That's multiple and for y'all who've been following me, multiple streams of income. If that was a drinking game, like that is multiple streams of income on a whole nother level. Like
She been drinking. Sorry, keep.
And
You
TK,
said if multiple streams were drinking, I'm
a
just
drinking game.
so TK, and on that business front, at Money in the Bank in Toronto, I was there, and they were handing out Prime outside the arena, right?
Oh, nice.
Right alongside with C4, right next to each other. And then it's SummerSlam. Not only were they handing out Prime, it was the SummerSlam edition Prime bottle, like the Prime hydration station that was there. They were handing it out, and that one has the SummerSlam logo on the bottle. I guarantee on eBay, the people that got those are trying to sell those for like $50, $100 a bottle. It was so. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, Logan Paul is a personality-wise, yes, he's an a-hole, but there's so much he's done that you can't deny it. Like, it'd have been different had he not went through the training. It'd be different had he not like went through all the stuff to give us phenomenal matches. Yeah. Do I like the guy? Not at all. But what I do like is the door that he left open. He did leave the place better than he found it, because I know you're not gonna like this, but for someone like yourself, honey, what if when your stuff gets to 1 million followers and the WWE wants to work with you, and then you become Zelina Vega's manager and you're on the social medias like that? He left it to where that next step, you can't go lower than what he's done. You can't now. You have to be able to have those opportunities.
I love that manifestation.
Said, what is happening right now?
Sendil is on it.
Wow.
Mayor, you about to lose your job.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh
But
boy.
I love the manifestation, Councilman. I love the words. Put them out there. I appreciate that.
Super cool.
But glad to see.
You're right. You make a great point.
Wow. Honey I agree. Honey from y'all. Andy's saying somebody's been drinking too much. You know what? I've never had Prime.
Me neither.
It tastes like Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
it tastes like
Kool-Aid.
I could just make Kool-Aid. I don't need to drink it then.
There it is.
I walk past that logo every day.
Let's go to Bayley and Nia Jax.
That was a solid match.
Yeah.
Dope match.
Nia Jax has been next level since she came back.
Killing it, absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, I'm here for this new war with Cindio and Said. So for all of you who are listening, Cindio has now said, quote, "I am about as afraid of you as Julia will be of Lola Vice."
Lord. Girl.
The mayor suggested that he was going to best her in fisticuffs.
I like how you said that, because that is a version of what he said. Absolutely. The version we can say.
The most PG version I've heard of it.
Yeah, I do better.
So for all of you who are listening to us via podcast, this is why you have to join us on the live stream, because you get to see these things happening in real time.
Yes.
Yes,
indeed. But Queen Nia did her thing and she looked great doing it. Everybody thought that there was gonna be a cash in and a failed cash in or anything. I was like, I don't think we should rush that. She just got a new design. Tiffany just got a new design. That's gonna sell like crazy already. But I feel like there's so much more of the stirring of the pot that they could do with these two. But right now they're just enjoying it for themselves because both of these women, they have. Excuse you. Oh,
No,
that's
I got him. I got him.
Thank
Don't worry.
you. That's a rude
Worry
comment.
not. Worry
But
not.
Nia, that was Nia Jax's and Tiffany Stratton's first SummerSlam.
Yep.
Correct.
You think about that for Nia Jax. That was her first SummerSlam. But think about how long she's been in the business already. I didn't even think of that. When she had said that in the press conference, I was like, oh wow, this really was. And then not main event, but at least be the one of the many reasons why the booties are in the seats is a championship match on the line and you're against Bayley. It was definitely giving NXT black and gold vibes all the way. Them two went at it and Bayley did great, but Queen Nia, baby. Queen Nia.
Yeah. I think
we saw her go on a great journey this year.
You're right. And I think commentary did mention it. Like when she left the first time, she had the belt, I personally felt like she was missing something. She had everything and she was missing the character development. And I feel like this time around, like you're not trying to decide where she fits in. Like she's owning every part of who she is, and this is well deserved. So the timing was perfect. I know when they did Australia and she lost to Rhea, we thought she was gonna get it. But if they had this planned all along, then kudos to the writers and everybody else who had, because I was kind of upset. I was like, she is well deserving back then. So now to have it, it's just the perfect mix. So this is why I'm saying that's 100 drinking game too. I wish I could be a fly on the writer's wall as far as if they had this planned for a long time.
I mean, if you look at it though, it really seemed like it just because WWE does listen to the fans. And so, there's been like a lot of talk about her like being reckless in the ring, injuring people, her not wanting to really take it seriously. And for them to go like, hey, we're going to align that into this storyline. And then to see her put on such a phenomenal performance at SummerSlam, because that was the only thing I was kind of concerned about, was this going to be kind of a squash match, or is this going to be like, a real legit match for Bayley? And it was like, yo, y'all showed everything, because especially when Bayley like power bombed her off to the turnbuckle. Normally we'd look like, okay, somebody like a Bianca Belair or Jade is going to be the only one to get that. But to see like Bayley do it, it's like, okay, now we're seeing her taking the bigger risk and stuff. So when it comes to a different opponent, we know that we're going to get a lot of great spots from her moving forward. So it's just adds to the creative writing and just the just do of like Nia finally getting hers.
I agree. This was very special. And, this again, I think I've mentioned this over the last few months. This is the beautiful problem in WWE of having so many people who are stars right now. You have so many stars in both the men's and women's division, with women and men who are killing it. Everybody can't be champion at the same time. So for the rise that we saw of Nia, this is just kind of a great reminder, in the words of TNA, to trust the system, right? Like this is where you let the process do what it does, and where people were upset about WrestleMania and Nia not being there. The bigger question is, okay, but there's a SummerSlam that's coming. There's still a stadium show that's coming. And in the process, she becomes the second ever Queen of the Ring. But now we're in a space where, and I think this SummerSlam proved it, that the Queen of the Ring and the King of the Ring matter. Yeah. These are not useless tournaments to just fill the time and create a PLE. You get an opportunity, a prime opportunity at a world championship. And much like winning the Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank, there's the strong possibility of you becoming a world champion. And Nia Jax proved that.
Yeah. And then shout out to her too, because of a big respect of pushing it towards the next generation too, because to allow my client to share that moment with her, the first SummerSlam, winning the title, but also knowing like, yo, showing y'all who the future of this company is going to be. It's like, I just hope it takes away all the Nia Jax hate. Like, you could tell this woman is for the brand. She's happier. She's having a better time. You can tell she's in a better space. And so I just can't wait to continue to see what Nia does leading into, further into her career.
Your client.
Oh yeah, you didn't know I was the councilman of Strattonville?
Yeah.
Yeah, we planned all of this. Like everybody thought she was gonna cash. I'm like, look, we got to treat this like gumbo. And I know Tiffany Stratton may not have had gumbo. But like I had to explain to her,
this is true.
You got to make your roux first. You got to let it. We got to let it cook. Then we got to throw all of the expensive king crabs in there, the big prawn shrimps for you, because we got to make it elegant for Tiffany Stratton. So we are gonna let this cook. We are gonna get these sales from this new money in the bank. We are going to stay under the Queen's good graces. We're going to have phenomenal matches that make us look fantastic. But understand, y'all going to know when it's Tiffy time, and it's going to be the right time with the councilman behind her. Jake, you ruined NXT. Don't nobody need to hear from you right now. You are the man. Both of you need to go get your residencies in check is what you need to do.
Your residencies in check.
What's going on in my cities? Don't worry about all that.
This is great. This is great on so many levels.
Love it.
We love to see it.
All right.
Yes. But congratulations to Nia. Great look for Tiffy time. And a great look for Bayley as well. Again, another scenario where really nobody lost, right? Like Bayley doesn't have the championship right now, but her status has been elevated to where she can absolutely be deemed an elder statesman at this point. And that's a great space to be in.
Yeah,
very true. We have CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
This was fun. This match was fun.
Really? Honey.
I felt, for me, it was fun.
It was funny for me.
Oh Lord, I know it would be funny for you. All right, I'll try to be the non-biased one here and say that this was a great match. I think of all of the stories that were told coming into this is one of the most anticipated matches because it had the old school feel. These guys have never wrestled before. They had these fights. We didn't have any, tag matches teasing them. So we knew we were getting something very, very special. All of the heat that needed to be put into this was put into this. And the storytelling was iconic. I mean, all the way from the details of a special guest referee in Seth Rollins who hates them. And then the full callback to 97 SummerSlam, where you've got Brett and The Undertaker with Shawn Michaels as the referee. I mean, they even wore very similar gear, which is crazy. I mean, the black and pink that CM Punk had on, the Undertaker-like trench coat that Drew had on, the specific moves where there was almost the chair shot, just like the chair shot that cost The Undertaker the world title. Like, this was just beautiful. The attention to detail. CM Punk being the one that's distracted this time, where Drew McIntyre had been distracted all the times previously. It was it was masterfully done. And to me, for everybody who has said so many bad things about CM Punk, I'm sure no one would have written a story that said CM Punk's first singles match in over 10 years in WWE results in him losing. No one would have ever said that.
But we prayed for it. We prayed for it, though.
See, there you go. So, all of that to say, it was fantastic. Anthony says too much attention was paid to the bracelet. I disagree. I think the bracelet was a reminder of, again, the kinds of distractions that have been happening in this story. The same kinds of distractions that cost Drew McIntyre the world title now turns around and costs CM Punk his debut singles match back in WWE. Brilliant story, absolutely brilliant storytelling. And I can't wait to see what happens from here because it's not over.
I personally think that the attention should have been paid to the bracelet, only because it also was a way for it to usher in what everybody's really waiting to see, and that's going to be the next storyline and what goes on between CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everybody wants. You know,
I didn't love it.
I'm glad Drew got his revenge. Drew definitely put the nail in the coffin. No, it's okay. I was just saying he just put the nail in the coffin.
I feel like there was too much attention on Seth Rollins. Like I felt like this was a match I was really looking for. They really built this perfect. They weren't able to really no physicality. The physicality was none. It was a great story put together. This felt like this should have been like a knockdown, drag out fight. But to me, it felt like it was too much attention on Rollins and too much attention to the bracelet. Now, saying that, I think the next match between Drew and Punk is going to be outstanding, whatever that is. Hopefully not a bracelet on a pole match or a bracelet ladder match, or hopefully nothing like that. But what
bracelet in the bank.
Bracelet in the bank.
Bracelet in the bank. That's great.
I am curious to see, actually, what I want to know is, where did Punk get that bracelet?
I thought somebody made that for him.
Oh,
yeah. That looks like something I made.
Yeah, I think a fan
made meet and greet kind of thing, right? Like at a meet and greet or something, they gave it to him.
Yeah. It was like a diehard fan, and the kid had made it for him. And stuff.
I wonder if that fans getting any kickback for this, because that bracelet's being used more than whatever. So
Cindio is burning. Said, "Oh my lord!"
And say his name 6 times, and in his sickness he appears.
He's here.
Mayor Hendry.
You sick? You don't look sick.
I tried to stay away. I tried to bite my tongue, but I will not sit back and be slandered by this petty politician. And
oh no!
Talk about
the Lola Vice Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi don't work in Vice City, apparently.
Oh no!
Oh man!
Not the Lola Vice Wi-Fi.
The Lola Vice Wi-Fi is not working. He ain't back yet. He's still loading.
I'm waiting for the Wi-Fi's in Vice City to reload. What were we saying?
Oh, this is great.
Talking about Drew and CM Punk.
Bracelet on a ladder match? I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. But I am looking forward to the next Punk McIntyre thing. And of course, we're going to get Punk. Maybe we get the triple threat next.
I just want to keep seeing CM Punk ass get Claymore, curb stomped, pedigreed, anything else that just continues to happen. As long as it's CM Punk ass getting his ass kicked, I am all here for it. That win, I bought wings after that happened, and I was at a bar. I was at a bar. I just wanted to celebrate. I need to wait till. Is that when they're coming out? Are they coming out tomorrow to fix the internet, or is that when they come Wednesday?
I was not a fan of CM Punk in AEW at all, but I kind of like what he's done here, and I feel like it's the same thing for Mercedes Moné versus Sasha Banks. In WWE, there's structure, there's format, whereas at AEW, it's just kind of like the wild, wild west. And I feel like that, like I said, I didn't like Punk in AEW at all, but what he has done in the 6 months that he's been back in WWE, I can't wait to see what's next. I can't wait to see what he does tonight on Raw.
I'm gonna give you a whole scoop, Jason.
All right,
gonna walk down the ramp, trip, injure himself, and then he gonna go back to commentary because he's old.
No joke. At Saturday, I leaned over to my buddy Joe and I'm like, I would not be surprised if Punk gets hurt in this match. It did it, and I hate putting that shit out there, but it's every match he has been getting hurt.
I'm not wishing anything on him. You keep seeing it since AEW. Something happened to you. I'm like, bro, go to the commentary table.
He's great.
I do like what you're doing for the roster themselves, especially in NXT and all the motivation you giving. But bro, you can't go like how you used to go, and I fear something is gonna happen to you.
Oh my goodness.
On WWT.
Well,
but just stay long enough so you can do what you were meant to do when you came into the WWE, and that's get back here. That's the most important thing.
This person Barbie comes on, but co-councilman,
he's dialed up.
Is that Jacob?
It said no, that's not Jacob. That's the new mayor of Vice City, apparently.
Oh wow.
This is a hostile takeover, y'all.
Wow.
What? Sir, would you like to put out your first statement as new mayor of Vice City?
You have to change the name.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Are you done, Councilman?
Oh yeah, I just asked you a question.
No. Hold on. Residency. You said we need to get our residency together. Need to get our stuff together, right?
So get your Vice City Wi-Fi looked at too.
I mean, it's better than Barbie Land where you at. So we popping fine over here, Chief. Normally, I come in here and I have to slander my partner, Mr. Welton. But for once, I'm going to take up for him. Minus the fact that he deserves the ass whoop that he's getting in the comments. I mean, that's just 100. But that being said, sir, what you're not going to do is slander the good name of NXT as if me and Mr. Welton are not the heart and soul of this whole show. As if we ain't the ones that get the headlines, get everything pumping and moving around here. Now, that being said,
you're right. Let's talk about the main event that happened with Lola Vice in a 6-woman tag.
No. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
you guys hear me now? You see, I tried to stay away. This was a sick day, but you guys can't keep my name out your mouth. Like I said, you cannot spell women's wrestling talk without EST. And you guys are proving it. You guys not even talk about SummerSlam. You guys Sindel running their mouth in the comments. That's it. I'm fed up now. Now I'm fed up. I challenge you all to a duel. Set the next debate. We're going to be talking finishing moves. We're going to talk the spinning back fist. Sindel, you have started a war on every wrestler of Japan descent. I am on your ass.
Mayor. Hey, Mayor, do I still get it good? I did the this again.
Damn, homie, I'm sorry.
One more time because it's so good.
Oh my gosh.
I did it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So it was Damian Priest and Gunther, right?
That part.
What about that match?
Listen, man.
It kind of felt like Rhea and Liv. Like y'all said, y'all knew it was coming, but you didn't know it was coming.
Wow.
And then it happened. And Gunther won.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
We all had our chips on Damian winning.
Yeah.
I said
no. Professor had
said
Gunther winning.
Gunther
Professor
was
had
gonna
Gunther
win
winning.
this thing.
But I will honestly say though, with Gunther, as soon as it happened and he was crowned and he's lifting up the belt, I was no longer mad about him losing at WrestleMania. No longer mad about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It made it the payoff so worth it because it's like Triple H basically said, hold on one second. I'm gonna take this off of you and I'm gonna put you over here and I'm gonna give you this. And then like the same thing with Dom and even Liv. Like I'm gonna put you here and then switch you on this side to the like he basically reminded us who the heels are and still are. The good ones. Dom, Gunther, some Drew, even, like the Bron Breaker. I mean, I don't know where he stands a little bit, but I say he's rather heelish. But holy God, this match was nuts. This match was good. It was a banger, like we all knew it was gonna be, because that's all Gunther knows how to put on. And Damian Priest did his thing, but the moment Finn Balor picked up that foot and put it on the ropes, the noise that came out from the crowd was absolutely insane. I can't even imagine how it was live.
You know, Finn is I think he just signed a new deal, and I think he's about to be bumped up to that next level of the card. And I saw something interesting online today that Gunther's been in WWE for like 2,000 days, and like 1,400 of those days he's been a champion. So like that's a cool stat that not many people get.
Yeah, I think the last one like that was AJ Styles.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think he said like 64% of his career he had held the title being in WWE, you know, before the run.
Right. Well, and honey, you know, you were talking about all the changes. I feel like it was SummerSlam is like a reboot of WWE. Like this is the next what's supposed to be WrestleMania, I feel like was this weekend at SummerSlam.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, that's what it felt like. I got a question. I've never heard of co-mayors. How that work? Like do y'all both make decisions, or one of y'all work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? The other one comes.
Hold on, real quick, honey. Get your bag boy. Why is he talking?
Say what?
Why is the bag boy talking, honey? Get your bag boy. Why is he talking? We only address the superior, so we ain't worried about the little councilman. Honey, we'll address you as the tribal chief, but we ain't worried about the bag boy.
I will not. I am the OTC Honey Reigns today, and I will not allow any slander towards one half of WWT's electrifying tag team champions in digital entertainment. I'm sorry. I have to defend my.
Hold on. Whoa.
Councilman been holding it down. We were holding it down while the parents were gone. A little bit here and there, you know, and we had a watch along. He even joined me on the watch along. We can't even get y'all to do a damn Wednesday morning show, for God's sakes.
Mr. Welton, since when did we get replaced by dollar store knockoffs? We are the reigning, defending, undisputed podcast tag team champs, and you mean to tell me I got
I'm the tribal chief around here. Yeah, you see me, the tribal chief. That's right.
You also have to show up on shows. You know,
here's the thing. I'm really good. I don't have to show up.
When you stop,
you need the reps.
Appearances, they drop your titles and then give them to those that are worthy of the title.
I got the Brock Lesnar deal, dog.
You should really ask your tag partner, because I could have sworn him and the professor are tag team partners now, as he let us know. So, are you in a tag team? Is it a faction, or is it co-tags? I don't know. It's a lot.
Is this like a?
Is it my turn yet? Is it my turn yet? Can I say something?
This is like the
JD
McDonough down the streets.
You know what I find funny, and this is a true story, guys. If you guys can hear me, you know what I find real funny? Nobody wanted to be EST at WWT, so I did it. Nobody wanted to be an elected official on WWT till I did it. I find that real hilarious, don't you?
I try to bend you every time I come on this show, but you make it real difficult.
I didn't want to show up today.
Real damn
difficult. Where's the mayor?
Wait a minute.
Where's the mayor?
This is hilarious, guys. Because look at this. I'm about to set it straight right now. Look, because you have right here the mayor of Vice City, but then on the side right next to him, you also have the new mayor of Vice City. So what's going on here? Who's lying? So because there was just a hostile.
You're lying.
I just want to know who's the real mayor here. Like, you know, it's like, who's the real leader of Judgment Day? You know,
whoever Wi-Fi worked the best that day. That's his name.
Oh my God.
That's his name.
That's cute. That's cute.
Wow.
It's cute, Barbie. That's cute.
No. Cute is still hell going against Roxy. Cute is you think Lola Vice was going to beat Roxy. That's cute.
Whoa. I did not think that Lola was going to win. Okay, let's not confuse me for my partner over here to my.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I'm gonna let you guys get back to it. Before I leave, I just want to say that Code Red is better than Pop Rocks.
Wow. What is Code Red again?
Code Red is Councilman.
Are you talking about the Mountain Dew drink? Yes, Mountain Dew Code Red is very great.
It's better than Pitch Black for sure. Pitch Black's terrible.
There we go.
Well played. Well played.
We should.
I think we should maybe get a cool down.
And then Pharaoh walked out with Cody. Holy cow!
How about Jelly Roll?
Jelly Roll was awesome.
Jelly Roll was great.
Jelly Roll with a choke slam and a 15 knuckle shuffle and a partridge in a pear tree. It was awesome.
They put out a Jelly Roll SummerSlam shirt. I saw it online today. It's kind of cool. He's holding the belts. Jelly Roll era. He was good. I don't know a lot about him, but I know a lot of people love his music and stuff. And I like the song he did with MGK. But he did great. He did great in the opening show. He did great with the wrestling stuff, which, a lot of artists, they can't do it, or it looks sloppy. He looked the part. Do we think Jelly Roll is the next Bad Bunny in WWE?
I can see it. I ain't gonna lie. I could see them trying to work that in some way.
That'd be cool.
When you say Bad Bunny, you just mean the next artist to cross over?
Yeah. Like an artist getting into wrestling and
okay,
I was
gonna say because he'd be more like Big Show than Bad Bunny if we keeping it a buck.
I mean, Bad Bunny was amazing at what he did, obviously, but like for that 3 minutes he was in the ring, he looked the part. He looked great.
Oh no, he looked great. Yeah, okay. I just want clarity because you say the next Bad Bunny, I'm thinking like top shelf, like you could put on a banger by yourself, step above Logan Paul. We just bring him down a little bit.
That's where you went.
Where did you go?
We just what he said, the next artist, and they're gonna work with him in WWE. Like,
you said the next Bad Bunny specifically, though. You need to check that Wi-Fi over there in Strattonville because clearly your cables and your fiber ain't working like it should be, Chief.
Your background don't work.
Speaking of Chief, there was a fantastic main event that transpired at SummerSlam.
Man,
a phenomenal, dare I say, main event. And it brings with a tear in my eye. I raised my hands when I tell you I heard that music and I saw that man walk out, and I fell to the floor and I damn near cried because I could not believe that they pulled the trigger on having our trial.
He was special.
It was special. It was beautiful. It was magical. The pop from the crowd was absolutely nuts. I was losing my mind. I just couldn't believe that they actually, I honestly thought we were going to see the final boss before we saw the tribal chief. And he blew the roof off of the place and he did what he needed to do, but he still had a little glance at that title. You Cody crybabies, we coming for you. We'll deal with you later because we got family business to tend to first.
Who won that match? I don't remember nothing past Roman coming out. I don't remember nothing after that.
Cody did win the match. Cody did
win the match.
I don't know. I don't remember nothing after the tribal chief. I don't remember that.
It was bloodline rules.
It was that, then the press conference. I thought it went off after he speared Solo, and that was it. I don't remember the rest.
All I know is that his face was priceless. Solo's face in the ring was priceless.
So reports about Jacob Fatu, it looked like a real injury, but Sean Ross Sapp reported today that he was told to sell it and then was seen in a walking boot later that night and the next day. I was nervous because the Jacob Fatu 3-week superstar experience has been insane for WWE, and I was really nervous. I was nervous because I'm like, this is not the guy to go down in three weeks.
Right.
I'm just glad that the reports are coming out that it was meant to be. It was supposed to be like that. So
to keep him away from Roman.
Yes, exactly.
It's more of an equal sign, but I'll take the compliment.
I don't know what's going on.
I've been gone a long time. I did not expect this on my return show.
You me both. Probably I've been gone longer. I don't know what's going on.
Oh man, y'all ain't like Triple H said, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Didn't you know we got a lot left in the tank?
I got a lot left in the tank.
Can we get to Friday? Can we get to Friday?
Good
Right?
Lord.
I know. We can't rush. We can't rush tonight, though. We can't rush tonight.
No. But I got a question. What does this do now for Cody? Where does this leave Cody after all of this?
Cody
It leaves him as the
tribal chief.
I was gonna say it leaves him as the WWE champion, and he should probably be very happy that he survived SummerSlam. I mean, we had the return of KO, we had the return of Randy Orton, and who would have ever thought that it would have been Roman Reigns that he would have to thank? So if I'm Cody Rhodes, I'm just grateful that Pharaoh had a good trip. I'm grateful that Arn Anderson is back. I'm grateful for all of these things. Poor Sed.
Oh my God.
So yeah, if I'm Cody, I'm not trying to start any trouble right now. I'm just happy I have my title. I'm happy I have my bus. And let that be what it is.
Co-mayor, if you would ever love to debate when your internet gets right, you let me know. Co-mayor, Vice City now. I'm sitting here waiting.
That's interesting, Eric. Cody is undefeated in Bloodline Rules matches. Who would have thought that?
Correct. And in fact, at the press conference, he called it his match.
Whoa!
Hey.
Oh boy!
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Roman's
I know a Bloodline member he didn't beat yet. Who pinned him at Mania?
I'm sure he won't mind invoking a Bloodlines Rules match.
Wow, there's so much happening right now.
Yeah.
That is too busy raising money.
I
for
love it
Lola's
though. I'm here
GoFundMe
for this though. I'm here for it.
Is that where all the money's going? It needs to go into the internet out there because it's not great. The show can wait. Your internet is what they need to work on in Vice City right now.
Oh my goodness.
What a show. What a show. That all leads us, of course, to Monday Night Raw tonight. The Raw following SummerSlam should be an absolutely incredible show. It is the official in-ring debut of the Wyatt Six as they take on Chad Gable. And I don't know if we call them the new Alpha Academy or not. The Creed brothers, I don't know what their collective name is going to be. So that ought to be an entire situation on top of all of the fallout. I'm sure we'll hear from what's left of Judgment Day. Is there even a Judgment Day? What will Mommy say? What will Liv and Dom say? There's an awful lot going on Monday Night Raw, which kicks off at 8 p.m., which, by the way, one of the things we found out at the SummerSlam pre-show is that the newest addition to the SummerSlam or to the WWE announce team, that is Joe Tessitore, will be joining in September, and he will be joining Monday Night Raw, contrary to what people initially thought, where they thought he'd be going to SmackDown. Instead, Michael Cole will go over to SmackDown, and I am told that Raw will be Joe Tessitore and Corey Graves, and then SmackDown will be Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. So some more moves happening there on the announce team. If you'll notice, that means, of course, that a certain somebody is missing from Monday Night Raw, and that, of course, is Pat McAfee, who obviously will be heading back to ESPN for college football season and the like. So it's going to make for some fun times, I think, in WWE on their announce team.
I love Joe Tessitore, his college football stuff. Holy moly, if you guys aren't watching that, I don't think they're doing any more episodes, but it's like Extreme Mini Golfs. Steph Curry's the producer of, but like Tessitore is hilarious, and he's a lifelong wrestling fan. So this isn't going to be Adnan Virk. This isn't going to be Jimmy Smith. And I love Jimmy Smith, by the way, from his MMA stuff, but like Tessitore is the man. I didn't know. I thought maybe Corey and I thought Corey would go back with Cole, but I guess having some experience in there that Graves has with the new guy, I think that makes a lot more sense. So it's exciting. I'm glad Testator's coming.
Yeah, and then with that pairing with Corey Graves, I think that's gonna do well too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well then, I think this is a good time to
wrap it up.
Just call it a day. We'll start with you, Jacob, because we don't know when we're gonna see you again. So where can everybody find you?
Wow. I've been to work more than you have, and I still get the jokes about showing up. Wow, that's rich. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at _JDella. Make sure you follow my tag team partner, my co-mayor of Vice City, Mr. Cedric Wilton, at CEWD_SAYS. That is said_says over on Twitter /X. You can follow him on Instagram at Said Is The Answer. And yeah, I will be back around. It's the slow period for me now. So I'll pop in and out. I was just trying to cook my dinner, watch the show today, and just enjoy a good show. And then we just had to bring my name into this too many times. So I had to show up real quick. Like,
all right. Well, thank you for showing up. We look forward to seeing you again. Councilman, where
man the horse he rode in town on.
You can find me at What Is a Co-Mayor on Twitter. You can also join me next Monday.
You mean what is a fraudulent champ?
You can also find me at Were They Ever a Champ on Facebook. We will be discussing that as well. And then make sure you support the GoFundMe to get some internet at Vice City and to have a real election so you don't have two mayors in your city. It's only supposed to be one. You can support them.
Oh my gosh. Before we close, also FYI for you guys who don't know, you guys should know, our Women's Wrestling Talk is brought to you by ACW, so you should definitely check that out.
Have you heard the news? It's pretty big. I heard from my friend who heard from her friend all the way from the Caribbean. Well, when I heard from my friend, I became super excited. And I think you guys will like it too. WWT now has an official partner, and it's All Caribbean Wrestling, the premier promotion across the Caribbean. Go to allcaribbeanwrestling.com to check out all the latest pay-per-views, or go on the YouTube page at All Caribbean Wrestling. Also, go and check out their socials on Instagram at All Caribbean Wrestling and on X at All Caribbean WR1. Now, you make sure you go and check them out and tell them WWT sent you. You hear me?
Woo. All right, Professor. Oh, also too, if you guys are in Jamaica, you definitely want to check out ACW has their next show in Jamaica, August 31st. So you definitely want to check that out. Professor and I will be on the commentary team. So if you are in Jamaica, you definitely want to check that out. So All Caribbean.
Nice.
Professor, where can everybody find you?
You can find me probably in a very safe space, safe from all of the damage happening in these towns around here. You can find me at Bonafide across all of the social spaces. You can check out my commentary work with Southern Honor Wrestling. We've got a big show coming up this Friday. Really excited about that. Also on IWE. And those both are on IWTV. There are some shows or some matches from IWE now on their YouTube channel where you can check out my commentary there. And that is at IWE Pro. Speaking of YouTube, you can check me out there to find out what's going on at the Nightmare Factory and Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. Of course, All Caribbean Wrestling. All sorts of great things are happening there. And there are matches there with my work on their YouTube page as well. And of course, Ashe Wrestling at AsheWrestling.com. It always feels like I'm forgetting something, but don't worry, you'll find me around here. Yeah, in safe spaces, of course.
In safe spaces, honey. Where can everybody find you?
Well, you can always find me in the house of the true Tribal Chiefs bloodline, but tonight I'm going to be on neutral grounds, and it's probably one of the safest spaces of all. You can visit me at Wyatt 6 City. Find me on all my socials, Wrestling with Honey on TikTok, Wrestling with Honey Instagram, Wrestling W Honey on Facebook, and follow that YouTube Wrestling with Honey podcast. Cooking some good stuff up.
And speaking of GoFundMes, you can also fund us by buying some merch.
Hey, yo, you. Yeah, you that's watching this.
You sitting on the couch staring at the screen, not knowing what you want to do. Like, this is an online college. Are you tired of wearing shirts that make you look like an extra stuck in catering? Do you want to step your wrestling swag game up to the next level? Then Women's Wrestling Talk has got you covered. Like, literally. Are you for life in pink or black and white? Or maybe you're the EST and people need to respect you accordingly. Want to put some pride in your stride and show off the muscle in your hustle? Then make sure you check out the WWT store. Not now, but right now. Alright? What you waiting for? Head to www talkpodstore.com and don't make me fight you. Shit.
What is happening in the chat? Jason, where can everybody find you?
At that Jason Gray on X, IG, and YouTube. My podcast, That Wrestling Podcast, every Friday on YouTube, and where you get your audio at That WrestlePod on socials. We are 3 episodes away from episode 200, and coming out here in the next couple days, our SummerSlam vlog, where karaoke was involved at the coolest spot in Cleveland that no one knows about, Tina's Nightclub. It's in a neighborhood. It looks like just a cement building outside. You walk in, cement building inside, and it's just the coolest dive bar on the planet. I had so much fun, regardless of me and my friends being like the oldest people there. But we had an absolute blast. Some karaoke was involved. That vlog will be coming out on our YouTube channel at That Wrestling Podcast, hopefully by Thursday this week. So it was good times.
Oh my gosh, I apologize. My dog is playing with her toy. Anywho, you can follow me everywhere at TK Trinidad. I thank you all, the WWT folks, for holding it down and I guess not killing each other while I was gone. I appreciate it. Everybody else, you can check out Women's Wrestling Talk on all social media platforms at www talkpod.com. A new website on deck coming soon, so definitely on the check out for that. With that being said, thank you so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao, y'all.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at www talkpod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's